Detroit's QLine collected just $417,050 in fares from passengers after the Kresge Foundation-funded free rides ended last Labor Day, as ridership in the first year of the Woodward Avenue streetcar was 500,000 under initial projections. From mid-May 2017 through the end of April, the QLine averaged about 3,700 daily riders, with ridership plunging to an average of 2,700 during a prolonged stretch of cold weather between November and March. Free rides last summer on the new 3.3-mile-long streetcar line boosted the total ridership in QLine's first year to 1.35 million, nearly 500,000 fewer riders than its operator had set as a goal to achieve a minimum daily ridership average of 5,000 passengers. The privately operate QLine projects to net $1.2 million in total revenue by its May 12 first-year anniversary, one-fifth of the actual $5.8 million operating cost that's being subsidized by private interests. The QLine, which cost $144 million to build, charges passengers $1.50 to ride for unlimited rides within 3 hours and $3 for a 24-hour pass. QLine's operators at M1 Rail said in a report released Wednesday that the streetcar's ridership in warmer months compared to cold weather months is in line with other cities with fixed rail lines. About 64% of QLine's passengers used the service in warmer months, when it was free, compared to 65% of passengers of Kansas City's streetcars using it during the warmer months of the year. According to the report, all told, ridership numbers are expected to be on the upswing now that the weather is getting warmer. The most recent data shows that average daily ridership in April 2018 increased by 52% when compared to March, the QLine's operators wrote in a report on its first-year operation. The ridership data in the report accounts for less than 11 months of operation from mid-May through the end of March. April's ridership data was not available for the report, QLine spokesman Don Lajana said. M1 Rail, a non-profit organization that owns the streetcar system, said it has worked with its operator, Transdev, to improve speed and service along the route, bringing down the wait time for a car, known as headway, from an average of 19 minutes to 10 minutes. The QLine's backers assembled $187.3 million over the past decade in private donations from corporations, universities and hospitals along the streetcar line, and grants from government and foundation sources. The remaining funds left over after the $144 million capital expenses were put into an operational reserve to subsidize operations for a decade. M1 Rail's first-year report portrayed the QLine as more of a catalyst for economic development than a mode of mass transportation along Detroit's busiest corridor. The QLine is much more than a streetcar, and it is much more than a way to get from one place to another, the report said. The QLine is a roadmap to what's possible when people are connected